Man who has been very busy the past few weeks here is Kyle Horvath with White Pine Tour and Rec, and you have just been busier than anything, haven't you?
Well, it is summertime, and it is one of the best things about it out here is that there are events going on all over the place. So, yeah, we've been running around crazy, had a great 4th of July weekend, so that was super fun. But then last weekend we went into our first summer concert series down at Broadbent Park. Had the slip and slide down there, had some vendors. Great turnout, actually, for the very first one. It was Carson Chandler Band. And we've got Jeff Crosby Band on July 26th, which is going to be our next one. And then August 9th with False Rhythms. And then, of course, we go into Horse Race Weekend. The Powwow is at the end of July. We've got some Gymkhana events that are going on. So the calendar is absolutely packed for the summer, Wyatt. And there's no reason to be bored in White Pine County.
No.
So you, of course, can go on to elinevada.net, check out the community calendar. We've got everything up there. You can go on your favorite social media, visit Ely, Nevada, and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and particularly YouTube. So check out all those cool new videos. From a construction standpoint, tons of progress. Road and highway builders and all of their crews came back out on the 7th after the whole 4th of July festival was done and got back on it hard and heavy. I was out of town for a few days, and as usual, I came back and the progress was amazing. So we want to give everybody an update on what to expect this week. If you are going to be coming into the downtown, the big area in the western part of the downtown is going to be right there on 4th Street. That's where that corner tracks is, across from the Art Bank. They're installing water line right now, and there is a planned water shutoff during the day tomorrow for that block on 4th Street. So if you're not a business on 4th Street or having to do business on 4th Street, then the water shutoff should not affect you. But of course, that'll be done during the daytime, and that water line should go ahead and be installed. Then you move over to the middle school. Middle school, of course, there's a lot of activity that's happening over there. Underground, water, sewer, electrical, telecommunications, storm drain, and all of the sidewalks are torn up. So it's summertime. Nobody wants to head over to the middle school anyway, but you can always take a side street around it, taking Campton or possibly High Street or Lion Street. Just make sure not to speed through those neighborhoods because kids are out and playing.
They are.
And then all that water and sewer line that is getting put in front of the middle school is also happening right there in front of Sports World as well. So they're trying to connect the dots, bringing both of those things together. At some point in time, they're going to connect. But there is a big pit in the ground right there by Sports World and a lot of traffic control that's going on right across from the cemetery and Cruise Inn right now as you continue to head east. There's a little bit of... there's a lot of activity right in front of the White Pine Public Museum and those side streets. But if you notice, the sidewalks have been poured from Great Basin intersection all the way down to Hometown Pizza. So the sidewalks are starting to happen. That is part of the plan this week, is that the sidewalks will continue in front of the museum, and they'll get that opened up and looking pretty good here in a bit. And then when you travel over to the east side of town, really the activities in front of the Family Dollar, the mobile gas station, and your turnoff into going down to Bath Lumber and coming down here, going to the hospital. So really there's the cones pretty much stop after that Bath Lumber turnoff right there, but they are working on laying down the telecommunication line and all the street lighting infrastructure in front of the Family Dollar and that mobile gas station right there. So while the progress is still continuing, there wasn't too much traffic control today. Like I said, the big traffic control where you're going to wait is going to be right in front of the Cruise Inn gas station, where they're currently tearing up the street to put some things underneath of it.
So that's the area you really need to avoid. Whip around the go across Campton and those
ways.
I
would say if you're coming from the downtown, go ahead and get on Campton, right there at the middle school, and then avoid all of that other construction the other way, or get over into Lion Street and head around behind Sports World and avoid all of the construction over that way.
There you go. elinevada.net for all the details. And the next big thing coming up is a week from this coming Saturday, the next concert.
The next concert series, and that is the same weekend as the Lions Club's 100th anniversary, as well as the same weekend as the Powwow. So all kinds of stuff happening. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there and enjoying their summer.
And a nice turnout that they had at the park dedications this weekend.
Exactly. Now, I wasn't able to make it, but I saw the pictures of it, and I mean, the parks look amazing. What a good job to Rec Brothers and their crew for getting these things buttoned up. Both of those parks, the Miners Memorial and Jack Kaler, look phenomenal. So
they did. They looked great. All righty, Kyle Horvath, ElingNevada.net, White Pine Tour and Rec Board. Jill Schlesinger with the Jill on Money question of the day is next. Steve Kathan. Or no, it's Cammie with the CBS News. We'll also look at the markets, the weather, all straight ahead. Your morning continues. National Mac and Cheese Day, National Nude Day, and National Grand Marnier Day.